Before you pick up Beehive Studios' new release LumenTale Memories of Trey, here are some quick and dirty tips and tricks that will save you a lot of time. It's tempting to directly compare everything in LumenTale to the Pokemon series, as it was inspired by it, but one of the key differences is that type matchups do not exist in this game. Rather, each Animon has its own specific weaknesses and resistances. Thus, not every Ice-type Animon is weak to fire, etc., etc. You can find out an Animon's unique weaknesses and resistances by scanning them in battle. I highly recommend scanning an Animon 3 times to unlock all the information, including its evolution requirements, which can then be checked in the Annie-Wiki by pressing the minus button on Switch 2 or Alt on PC. Another huge tip is don't just catch the first Animon you see. All Animon are by default monotype. However, most Animon can have a second hidden type to make them dual type, thus giving them double the stab coverage. What's even more important is that quite a few Animon can only evolve if they happen to have this secondary type. The odds of finding one is about 10% based on my own experience. However, there is an item in the game that allows you to give your Animon its secondary typing called Prismatype. You'll be able to craft these roughly around the mid to late game, and they can be found in the wild, so it's up to you to weigh your options whether you want to wait it out and catch the Animon with the spare type, or just use the Prismatype on it. So if your Animon seems to be taking forever to evolve, try checking its entry in the Annie-Wiki. If its evolution method is listed as level plus, that means it requires something else besides just leveling.
Okay.